Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking to Andrei Kutin. He's CEO at Match Systems. Andrei, hello.
Hello, Taras.
Yeah, so for our viewers, Match Systems, this is the company that keeps the security and reputation of cryptocurrency companies on a very high level. And we will actually talk about AML, blockchain compliance, and blockchain investigation. So many things we have to talk about, right? Am I right?
Yes, of
Yeah, so
course.
actually, what I wanted to start from is actually like a short overview of Match Systems, what your company does in AML, in in blockchain investigation and compliance.
Our company started from cryptocurrency investigations, and it was the first thing we did. And our first case, it was a recovery of $500,000, and it was the start of our experience in this sphere, like a business. And after that, we started to provide some traditional financial investigations and AML for some small crypto businesses who needed in that. And now we provide the very big spectrum of some services, not only for cryptocurrency businesses. We provide also education services and classes. We have some plans to make a certification education for processes for businesses, and now we're doing also fiat
Yeah.
forensics and asset tracing.
Nice. So you have like different directions of your work right now. But what is like so special about Match Systems, like in the terms of like what makes you stand out from the competition right now?
Uh, because we're doing different services than our competitors. For example, most of them doing only the fund tracing and only doing that in crypto, any services and tools for tracking
Yeah.
transactions, but it's pretty easy
Mm-hmm.
things. We're doing the OSINT, OSINT intelligence. We're doing some social engineering activities because we're doing some conversation with potential criminal guys to took more information from
So
them.
you directly
And
talk to them, or how, right?
not me.
No,
We
I
have
mean your
more than
company. I mean your company, right?
yes, we have some specialists in our company, and we have some freelancers who helping us for some money.
Nice, nice.
And most of these services, they looks like non-usual for that type of companies.
Mm-hmm.
As I know and as I understand, most of services like are consulting.
Mm-hmm.
They are very hard because a lot of situations and variables when you're doing any type of investigations, human factor, and many different things. But we have some great and big cases like CoinSpade hack or Anchor hack. For example, in Anchor hack, we help to return and refund to Anchor more than $3 million.
Wow,
Really,
wow.
it was the real case, and it was combined and offline and online operation with
Mm-hmm.
law enforcement, and
So you
it's
have actually like the whole package of services that you can provide to companies, especially dealing with like cryptocurrencies, right? So you can actually just like mentor them, you can give like trainings, and at the same time you can actually keep track of their like financial like accountability and everything, right? Like this, right?
uh, yes, because for example, you open a new exchange, and someone in darknet finds that he see a scheme how he can loan the money or use the service for some any criminal activities.
Mm-hmm.
And they start some conversation on the under the closed threads or in the closed forums where you can be only after someone invites you.
Okay.
And it costs risk, but it don't cost any risk in at the moment.
Yeah.
It is light risks,
Mm-hmm.
like a Binance, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had they have some problems, and uh, yes, in America they have a different law system, and you can solve some risks if you pay a big fine
Mm-hmm.
to regulators or to some any government structures. But in other jurisdictions, they are not they're not so happy if you bring them billions fines. For example, I know the case when one exchange in one small jurisdiction, they uh, they start to receiving a lot of payments wire transfers because they have a fiat gate from
Mm-hmm.
the Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And after 1 month, they have more than 1.5 million refunds because it was stolen money by the by the scammers. They cheat the people to
Uh-huh.
send the money to these fiat accounts, and after that they took crypto,
Mm-hmm.
and exchange was under trouble,
Mm-hmm.
and they pay that refunds
Mm-hmm.
because it was a lot of criminal cases
Mm-hmm.
in Europe,
Uh-huh.
and it's
So
the
yeah, so we
that's
just
the thing, because they don't have a risk department who can who do some monitoring activities
mm-hmm.
at the real time. If you have a report after the month, it
Mm-hmm.
could be very it could be very late.
So match
And
systems that is actually doing this like ongoing, right? So like if the company needs to protect their transactions or just like trace the transactions and something like this, so you would be like the one, right? Like instead of that department that like the company doesn't have.
yes, we have a service. It's named like compliance as service. When we bring the service with the outsource or outstaff compliance officer
Mm-hmm.
who helps an exchange or any financial service to bring the like a second opinion or additional expertise, because in some jurisdictions you must have IML officer in your company. But the problem is you can't find a lot of well-studied compliance officers. Yes, you can find them in fiat industry, but as I know a lot of guys who have more than 20 certificates by different super powerful world compliance bankers trainings,
Mm-hmm.
but they can use these certificates for nothing.
Yeah.
Only real-time experience
Yeah.
can bring you a mindset,
Yeah.
and only if you use trying to use this mindset to analyze ongoing transactions, it can help you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Nice, nice. So, like you already mentioned, like the challenges, like depending on like jurisdiction of different countries and so on and so forth. But what are like the challenges right now, like the companies are facing, like with dealing with AML or something like this, and that like your company has like the challenges, like dealing with these problems.
Uh, Problem with that, the main that ML department is like a non-profit organization in your company. It only the costs, but as I told, you can understand it's only in few maybe months or maybe years when you receive some letter from with some government letter with some government texts,
Mm-hmm.
and they ask you to provide something,
Uh-huh.
and you looks like, oh, $1 million fine, very good, and but but potential the costs of the ML department, or if you buy courses to them, or if you try to hire and to study them, it costs less than $1 million per month or per years.
So
It
that's like
costs
one of the
less.
reasons why it's important to actually follow these like AML compliance, right?
You need to find the gold middle of that, because
Mm-hmm.
if you use all compliance rules to block everything like the traditional banks, you can't do a business. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
But if you find the middle way how to do it right,
Mm-hmm.
and to follow the rules and to follow the business interests, it may be better and be profitable.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you have one or two clever compliance officers who knows that middle point, it will
Yeah.
be best.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you actually, your company, I mean, how does your company keeps up with all this like professionalism and just like keeping what you doing on like a professional level and doing your job thoroughly? So you just mentioned those like officers that can actually just present you like certificates or something like this. So how do you ensure that your level of services is high?
We have a proof of work or something like that we have a public cases.
Yeah.
Now we have study courses, and now we're doing a process to finalize them, and to take some international certification to them. And by the practice, we have, I think, very good proof of our experience and proof of our high level skills. I
Mm-hmm.
think like that.
Nice,
And
nice.
only practice, not the words, can bring
Absolutely.
you real
Yeah. Yeah, like real
proofs.
cases or like real results from what you're doing. So about like the industry. So like the main industry, right, is like crypto world and like cryptocurrencies. But like what other industries do you work with?
For example, we're working on some traditional financial or trading frauds,
Mm-hmm.
when someone stole the goods or someone stole the money, and we bring online intelligence and investigations, and we're doing some offline investigations for that. Why? Because in our team we have a lot of people who doing and did some only practice and practice experience, like former agents, former policemen from cyber police, former investigators, sorry, former only practical lawyers or advocates.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, we hired them when we
Yeah.
found that they use the simple things like a blockchain explorers to investigate something, and as we understand, they understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because you have a theoretic part, you can read it in the books, in the newspapers, but we're doing practice, and a
Yes.
lot of practice. Sometimes it's risky, sometimes you have a lot of human factor, as I said before. But if you want to do good, cool, and resulty things, you
Mm-hmm.
need to take some risk.
So we also talked about the consequences for the companies, they get fines, penalties, so on and so forth. But what are other like legal consequences for companies that don't prioritize AML compliance?
The first, you don't need to prioritize it. You need to think and to know and take care about that. By the
Mm-hmm.
first, by the second, it's very important to create your own expertise in your team, in your business, and to find people who really remember and take cares about that in your team, who don't need only please take my please give me my salary, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't need anything else. Who really take cares, who really
Yeah.
thinks, who stay in touch with the news, and with some updates of the laws. And the third, you need to have a good lawyer who can find the gold middle, because if you find all of these things, you can find and create your own expertise and your income inside your power inside the company to take care about your business and to not to forget about the risks, to find a good solution to solve it. And our main advantage that we're building the team and our specialists inside our company. We investing in them every day.
So it's like
And
doctors say,
this is the key.
it's better like to prevent a disease than to treat it, right? So it's like kind of like the same logic.
For example, you have insurance on your car, and maybe you can release it only one time per 3 years. But I think insurance and the release of it costs for that, because I have the same situations with the car and I know. Yeah. And the same with the business. In America, you have they have a formula like $10. If you earn $100, $10 for lawyer, $10 for insurance. Other you can take to you.
Or otherwise, if you don't give like this money, you will pay more afterwards. Maybe,
Yes.
Or maybe not. This is like a risk, like the
who knows,
the roulette, but that's how it works.
And you must understand the risks. If you can't understand it, it's very bad, and you don't and you will not have any advantage. Yeah. Because if you understand the risks, you are going on. For example, like a criminal, some of them know what they're doing and what they're doing for. Someone don't know and don't understand. And that's it. Yes. So that's your advice, actually. Or maybe like you have some other like thoughts for companies how to actually keep their security on a good level. Only I think they need to find the actual software for some risks. They need to have their own, okay, but they can outsource these things, good analysts for some risks, for some any different research they needs. And third, take care about their team, because sometimes all the problems, for example, of the most of the hacks, they going from the team. From the team, so the leaks from the companies. Sometimes someone treats team member and he said, I will sell this critical information, or I will withdraw money, or I will do some bad things for company. And it's very important to have if you have a big company, you need to have a polygraphist, you need to have a psychoanalysis guy who will take care about the team. And it's very important. There are a lot of things you need to compare to find and to follow the good results. And I think, to save the results. Yes, and I think your company, Match Systems, is exactly the place where companies can go to and ask for this advice, help, and actually to manage these actually complicated processes that they might not have, or like not pay that much attention to that. Andrei, I'm super pleased to get to know you today and talk to you today. And I hope that the people that were watching us, they also enjoy this conversation. Andrei Kutin, CEO Match Systems, was today with me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Taras. Yes, I wish you a good day, and I hope to see you soon. Nice to meet you. See you soon. Yeah, bye-bye. See you soon. Bye-bye.